Review time again. This time it's Tabac Tabou by Parfum d'Empire. It's categorized as an Oriental fougere. It was released in 2015, so it's pretty new. And the nose behind it is Marc Antoine Cortietto. This one doesn't really get a whole lot of talk. It's pretty new. I've seen only a couple of reviews out there on blogs. I figured I'd do a YouTube review on it. I was lucky enough to win this 5ml decant on eBay. This one starts out animalic. I get a very forward civet opening. It's bright, it's ripe, it's in your face, you really can't miss it. That uber animalic opening only lasts for about a minute. That civet really falls into the background pretty quick. And as it opens up, it gets weird. And for me, it evokes the smell and image of a fresh package of gel worm fish bait. And if you've ever been in a sporting goods store and you've smelled that fish bait with all the oil slime coat on it, it's made out of a jelly. It's like a fake worm. This smells exactly like that after a couple of minutes. And that weird fish bait gel worm scent goes on for at least 2-3 hours. I mean, we're talking a significant amount of time. After which, you begin to pick up on some fleeting references to Etat Libre d'Orange Rien. And if you're familiar with that fragrance, it is a statement maker. It's supposed to be a leather, but to my nose, it really evokes the image of like a plastic bag with like medical waste. It doesn't really smell like leather to me. So after about 4 hours, 5 hours, there's a really deep muskiness that comes out of it. I can attribute that to either deer musk or castoreum. It's very animalic. It has an animal pheromone kind of feel to it. It's deeply sexual to my nose, and it smells like an animal in heat. It's really difficult to explain it. It's not something that the average consumer is going to find attractive. It's not something that they're going to want to wear. This fragrance, up to this point, doesn't really evolve much beyond that animalic musk and just a small hint of sweet immortelle. It goes on with this deep animalic musk for at least 12 hours. It's a very strong fragrance. It doesn't project loudly, but in your personal bubble, even with only 1 or 2 sprays from a small atomizer like this, you will definitely be noticed wearing this. And whether it's good or bad, I don't know. If I were to personally smell this on somebody else, I would get the wrong idea. I'd be like, what the hell are you wearing? Because it smells like deer sex. You know, it doesn't smell pleasant to my nose. Now, I guess if I were to tell a story on what this evokes for me, I would say it's about an eccentric fisherman. He's out by the lake. He's on the sea. He's on the shore of the lake. He just opened up a brand new package of those gel fish bait, those jelly worm fish bait. He gets it all over his hands. It smells like it all over his hands, and then he ties on the worm, and then he casts out to the lake, and he's sitting in his chair, and he says to himself, Nothing beats the smell of deer musk. So he's got his camouflage jacket on, and he takes an aerosol can of deer musk that that hunters use to attract deer, sprays it all over himself, and he's got this gel worm deer musk all over him. So the sun starts to set. It's like a really golden sunset. It's the whole fragrance gives this golden feel to it, very similar to the color of the fragrance in the bottle there. And as dusk starts to really come forward and things start to get dark, there's a deer that comes over the ridge, and he lays down next to the fisherman, and that's pretty much the end of it. So you get this really strong animalic smell at the very end, and that deer is turned on by the deer musk that the fisherman sprayed on. And the fisherman doesn't really seem to mind having that strong of an animalic smell sitting next to him and on himself. So if you really enjoy those animalic fragrances, I say give this one a try. Do not blind buy this. I think you're setting yourself up for regret. It doesn't matter what the price of it is. It's a fragrance you need to try, and most likely after you try it, you're going to be relieved that you did not blind buy it. I mentioned performance. It's got about 12 hours on it, and usually I give a rating to each one of my fragrances, but this one's going to be an exception. I consider this fragrance to be an objet d'art, and if you're not familiar with what that is, it's pretty much a non-painting work of art, and I really can't give a grade to something like this. Certainly, it's well made by a great perfumer, but if I could relate how this fragrance is an objet d'art, if you were to look at a painting by René Magritte, he's well known as a surrealist. He was, back around the World War II era. He was a big surrealist painter. And if you take a look at a painting that I'm going to link to the video, I'm going to give you a second to open it. You should see the link. And take a look at that picture and tell me how you could possibly rate something like that you're looking at. It's difficult to really comprehend, and it's gonna evoke different feelings in different people. So when you're wearing something like this, you're essentially taking a painting like that and you're putting it over your neck, and you're walking around in public, is how I feel about it. So it's not really a gradable fragrance, but it's certainly one that the animalistic fragrance lovers should definitely give a try. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more.